The first sharks appeared on Earth about 450 million years ago, so this superorder of fish can be considered the same age as many dinosaurs. However, those species that existed then became extinct long ago. Modern scientists know 526 species of sharks found in seas and oceans around the world. An interesting fact, most of them do not pose any threat to humans. The smallest shark is Edmopterus perrii. These small predators, leading a deep-sea lifestyle, grow to an average length of 15 to 17 centimeters. Some of the sharks are poisonous, but their venom is not on their teeth. The animals of the Black Sea include Catrian sharks, small and non-aggressive fish, which have poisonous spines on their backs. In the past, sharks were not such a scarecrow for swimmers and divers, although of course, they can be dangerous. But the whole world began to think of them as killer fish after the release of the thriller Jaws in 1975, in which the antagonist was a white cannibal shark. Most shark species are more or less similar in appearance to each other. They are found in different layers of water, and representatives of different species prefer different depths. The likelihood of meeting with these fish is both near the surface and at a depth of several kilometers. The most common sharks in the world are the aforementioned cat rana, which grow to about 2 meters in length. They are found in temperate waters of all oceans of the earth. Large predatory sharks are easily enraged. A popular pastime among some tourists is to descend into the water in a steel cage and watch this marine predator from a safe haven. But the fish often realizes it is being teased, gets angry, and attacks the cage. Black spiny sharks glow in the dark. Not entirely, of course, but they have photophores, special luminous organs composed mainly of colonies of bioluminescent bacteria. Of the 526 species of sharks, 523 are classified as predators. The remaining 3, the whale, the largemouth, and the giant shark, are filter feeders. They, like whales, feed on plankton and other minnows, which they filter out of the water. The largest shark, and in general the largest fish in the world, is the whale shark. These giants, which grow to 18 to 20 meters in length, are completely harmless, and they usually do not react to people in general. Most fish lay millions of eggs, of which 99.9% die, but sharks give birth to an average of 3 to 100 calves, but their survival rate is much higher. Some representatives of this superorder produce already living offspring, quite independent from the very first minutes of life. Others reproduce by oviposition. White shark, the most famous of all. Among all vertebrates of the earth, the Greenland polar shark is the record holder for longevity. Scientists have found that the age of 400 years for these fish is not the limit. Almost all sharks can live only in salt water, but some of them calmly tolerate fresh water and can swim far into rivers. Observations of bull sharks have shown that they are able to cross rapids, like salmon, by jumping out of the water. Small pilot fish often live together with various large sharks. They clean their skin of parasites, receiving protection from other predators in return. In 1945, shortly before the end of World War II, the American cruiser Indianapolis was sunk by a Japanese submarine. A large proportion of the surviving sailors died as a result of attacks by long-winged and tiger sharks. This is one of the most massive shark attacks in history. Whale shark, the largest fish on Earth. Cases of attacks of different shark species on humans are indeed recorded every year, but they are very few, counting in the dozens at most. In addition, in most cases, divers themselves provoke the fish to attack. Mako sharks are the most nimble and fast of all. These fish, reaching 4-5 meters in length, can reach speeds of up to 110 km/h and make great leaps out of the water, overcoming through the air to 5 to 6 meters. Most of these fish breed slowly. This is not only due to the fact that they bring a small number of offspring, but also the fact that they often reach sexual maturity at only 10 to 15 years. White sharks are considered deadly predators, and it is them who are attributed most of the attacks on people. In fact, this is not true. Simply because of their outward resemblance, they are often confused with congeners of other species. Right now, white sharks are on the brink of extinction. Oceanologists claim that there are no more than 3,500 of these large fish around the world. Most often in shipwrecks, people became victims of long-winged sharks, similar in appearance and size, up to 5 meters long, to the white ones. This is because these fish, firstly, are very numerous, and secondly, they are found mainly in the near-surface layers of water in the open space of seas and oceans. White sharks are perfect predators. They see their prey by sensing the tiny electrical impulses it emits when its muscles contract. These fish are able to pick up impulses up to 0.005 millivolts, and their fine sense of smell allows them to detect prey in the water at a distance of up to 5 kilometers. It's just that these fish are found in large numbers mostly off the coasts of poor countries in Africa and South America, and many attacks simply do not make it into the official statistics. Tiger sharks, due to their undeveloped intelligence and high aggressiveness, often attack and swallow various inedible objects. Their stomachs sometimes contain the strangest finds. White sharks on occasion can easily devour their congeners of other species, the smaller ones. Sometimes they prey on small mako sharks. Hammerhead shark. There are actually many different species of hammerhead shark. Hammerhead shark really is shaped like a hammerhead. Its eyes are located at the edges, which gives these fish a vertical view of 360 degrees. Some species of these fish are characterized by cannibalism. Thus, large-headed hammerhead sharks often eat young specimens of their own species. Most species of sharks cannot be kept in captivity. Deprived of freedom, these fish lose the will to live, stop breeding, and often just die. But some species in captivity acclimatize normally. The sharpest sense of smell of all sharks is distinguished white. They are able to sense 1/millionth of the blood dissolved in water at a distance of several kilometers. Cat wren shark, a shark that is found even in the Black Sea. Most of these fish, after attacking their prey and biting it, step aside and wait for the victim to stop twitching. They are afraid that the convulsions of the wounded prey may hurt them. The coast of Florida in the United States is considered the most shark-dangerous place on Earth. However, this is only the official statistics and not the fact that it is true, because somewhere in Africa, simply no one keeps statistics. An adult white shark eats about 11 to 12 tons of food per year, which is relatively small for a fish of this size. An interesting fact, these fish themselves sometimes become victims of killer whales. The deepest representative of this suborder is the Portuguese shark. The record depth at which these fish were seen exceeds 3,700 meters. In the US, for example, the statistics are clear, and in this country, on average, only 1 person per year is killed by shark attacks. By comparison, people around the world kill about 100 million of these fish each year.